Well, good morning and welcome to First Things First. Today is Thursday, June the 10th, and we're so glad that you joined us this morning and hope that you will have a blessed day. So thankful for what the Lord is doing, what we know that He is going to do. So we're just praising Him today for His mercy and His goodness. Uh, Thankful for good service last night. If you missed prayer meeting last night, you missed a great blessing. We ended up, I was going to try to get through the fourth chapter of Acts last night and ended up only getting about two, I think maybe three verses into what my lesson was going to be last night. And then we started talking about testimonies and started testifying, and just had a good testimony service last night. It was a great blessing to be a part of and hear people's testimonies, and I'm so thankful for that. But again, if you missed last night, you missed a great blessing. As if you miss on Wednesday nights and on Sunday nights, you usually do miss a great blessing. We have some of the best times in the church on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, and it is always good to be in the house of the Lord, and we're so thankful for that. But today, as we look ahead, today's verse of the day comes from Colossians chapter 3, verse 13, which says, "Forbearing one another and forgiving one another, if any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye." And it seems like this is one of the hardest things that we have to do in our life, whether Christian or not Christian, is trying to forgive people, because it seems like it will say, "Well, I'll forgive, but I'll never forget," or the old saying, "We'll bury the hatchet, but we'll leave the handle sticking up so that I can grab it again if I need it." But the Bible tells us to forbear one another and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, as so also do ye. And we're supposed to, if we have an ought against somebody, we're supposed to leave the altar, leave our position, and go and try to take care of that. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Sometimes people won't accept your apology, but you do what you can, and you forgive one another, and you do the best that you can, and leave it up to God. Then if they accept your apology and then they forgive you, then you're blessed and you've gained a friend, you've gained a brother. But if they don't, you're free. If you've asked for forgiveness and you've forgiven somebody else, then you are free of that, and then it's up to them, if they want to forgive as well. But part of this verse, you actually have to go back another verse or so, and verse ahead, and see what it says. In verse 12 it says, "Put on therefore as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, and long suffering." And if we'll do that, if we're the elect of God, and we're holy and beloved, and we're showing that those bowels of mercy and that kindness and the humbleness of mind and the meekness and long suffering, then we will forbear one another and we will forgive one another. And if any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye. But verse 14 also says, "And above all these things put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness." And that charity is love. If we love one another as Christ loved us, then we would be blessed, we would be strengthened, we would gain friendships and brotherhood and sisterhood we would gain a lot more friends if we love one another. Now, this doesn't mean that we allow somebody to just run over top of us and just be puppets for somebody, but we need, for those that are hurting us and abuse us and everything, we need to pray for them, and we need to still love them. But here it talks about, above all these things, put on charity. We need to love one another. Today, I believe that if we loved one another the way that we're supposed to, that we would be so much better off, and we would be doing what God would have for us to do. It's God's will for us to love one another. So I hope that today that you will have a great day in the Lord, and that we can find in our hearts to forbear one another and to forgive one another and to love one another in meekness and long suffering, and that you will strengthen one another today as we go along. I hope that you have a great day, and let's again pray for one another. A lot of things going on around, and a lot of people that are sick, and a lot of people that are going through heartaches, and let's remember each one of those this morning as we pray. And if you don't have anything else to pray for, anybody else to pray for me. I can always use your prayers. So may God bless you is our prayer, and let's try to keep first things first. Put God first in your day, and God will bless you. I'll hope to see you right back here again tomorrow morning for another edition of First Things First.